Hi everyone, my name is David Fuentes and I'm a controller for Dräger for Africa, Asia and Australia. In my role, I oversee digitalization and simplification of business processes. I love automation and streamlining and have spent my career in Dräger making it business more efficient. At Dräger, technology for life is our guiding philosophy. We are an international leader in the fields of medical and safety technology. Our family-owned company was founded in Lübeck, Germany, in 1889. For 5 generations, Dräger's long-term success is a product of customer intimacy, professional employees, continuous innovation, and a commitment to outstanding quality. We have over 14,000 employees in more than 190 countries, with sales and service subsidiaries in over 50 countries. Dräger products protect, support, and save lives. For our customers, anesthesia workstations, medical ventilation, patient monitoring, and neonatal care. So for Dräger, being close to the customer is the key for our success. Be it in a hospital, an O-ring, or a mine, we can afford any delays in our response. I used to ask my colleagues, what's the most time-consuming office tasks you perform? Usually I hear travel bookings and expense claims. I could see their frustration. First, they needed to contact the travel agent to give them the information needed for their trip. When they reach their destination, they have to carry around a bunch of receipts only to see that the ink has faded away when they return home. Then, they pick up a paper form, fill it out, and search for the manager and a signature. And after all that is done, they send the form to finance, hoping that it will get paid on time. Nothing about that process was efficient, and we knew something needed to change. For a lot of businesses, financial processes are the last thing to be digitized. But all of that misused time and lost capacity was not adding any value. As an organization, we realized we needed to digitize our financial processes in order to provide the flexibility our employees needed and allow them more time to focus on our customers. So we made the decision to turn to SAP Concur solutions to help us achieve our goal. As a first step in our implementation, we prepare our management for their support with the employee adoption. We got their buy-in, and they used their help to expand and carry the message. They play a critical part in communicating the benefits SAP Concur will bring to every single user. We first rolled out SAP Concur in the US, and immediately saw an increase in efficiency for our users. They no longer needed to be in the office to do travel bookings and expense claims. SAP Concur Mobile enables them to do their claims from wherever they are, in a car ride home, or in a flight, or in a waiting room. Managers can approve and review on the go too. The ease and portability eliminated the frustrations of errors and delays, and really enhanced employee satisfaction. Our finance team also benefited from the improved visibility into the entire expense management process. We now had easily accessible electronic copies of reports and receipts for the auditor's review of financial statements. No more looking for endless piles of paperwork. And SAP Concur allows us to digitize existing policies and controls, automating our travel policy compliance to prevent duplicate expense claims and make clear what is selectable for reimbursement. One of the most used controls at Dräger is the travel miss expense limit. Users can select a destination, and SAP Concur will know exactly what the expense limit is. With our previous process, we did not have visibility on what was an appropriate amount for meals in different cities and countries. Thanks to data captured by the users, Dräger was able to quickly get an average meal value per city and country and determine the appropriate amount to be claimed. And we have the flexibility to revise this at any point. As soon as we recognized the benefits SAP Concur brought to our finance teams and to our employees within the US, we decided to roll it out to other subsidiaries. Before we moved into a new market, we looked internally to decide how SAP Concur will fit into the system. We asked things like, how many employees will be affected? Can the current approval line be simplified? Is it necessary to itemize every single expense? These questions needed to be answered, and this provided the perfect opportunity to rethink our current process. Throughout this process, we realized how different each market is. Currency, tax, and legal requirements can vary from country to country. SAP Concur helps manage the complexities and gave us flexibility to adapt to each market we operate in. We can manage travel allowances for our branch in Dubai, tax deductibility settings for our Singapore subsidiary, anti-corruption law policies for our office in Korea, and the customization of mileage forms in Thailand, amongst others. We now use Concur in more than 12 countries, with large spectrum plans in place for more. It is not enough to implement new tech tools if they don't enable our growth in our operations. In any project we need to take, a long-term view is needed to commit and continuously improve and adapt it. During the pandemic, governments implemented changes in the indirect tax rates collected for purchasing goods and services. SAP Concur provided us the flexibility to quickly change those temporary rates and made our tax declaration as easy as usual. For us, SAP Concur was a key step in our digitalization journey. Dräger is able to control overall travel spending, ensure policy compliance, reduce process costs, increase employee productivity, and our efficiency. If your organization is introducing SAP Concur, I recommend preparing users for change by communicating internally, asking for support from all management levels, showcasing the benefits SAP Concur has to offer, and training the users extensively. Change is hard, but in the long run, SAP Concur will provide remarkable benefits for your whole organization, and I encourage you all to reassess, to really rethink your current processes and find new ways to make them more efficient.